Hey everyone, welcome back to Faruka TV Podcast Season 2, Episode 7. And I'm here with a special guest. You guys may know, you guys might not know, but it's Faruka TV Podcast. I'm your host, King Farouk, and today we have a special episode that dives deep into the ups and downs of personal growth and mental health. So before we get into it, I want to remind you guys that growth isn't always a straight path. It's all about resilience, learning from setbacks, and staying committed to becoming the best version of yourselves. So even when it gets tough. So today's guest is Anas. And we're going to be diving into his own perspective in this topic. So I'm really excited to get into this conversation. Welcome to the podcast, Anas. You want to introduce yourself real quick?
Test. You guys can hear me?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so as some of you guys may know or may not know me, my name is Anas. I was in Beacon House, Newlands, and I'm 19 years old. And there's a phrase in KL, as some people know, an ex-KL kid, right? And I was the second most hated man in KL. So yeah.
That's interesting. I mean, thank you for actually hopping onto the podcast,
Yeah, anytime, man. I wanted to do this. I want people to understand,
Exactly. So before we dive into your
course.
journey, let's start with this segment. What do you want to share with us today? Is there any specific things you want to talk about?
I believe I want to specify some things about. You know what I want to specify? I want to mention that, when it comes to people, right? There are mistakes that happen. Those mistakes, you shouldn't allow them to make you fall down, right? You should allow them to make you grow more. It's all about learning from your mistakes and growing from it, understanding it, and maybe talk about a bit of parents too when it comes to us teenagers, and a bit of love when it comes to us teenagers. Yeah. Right? And all these things. That is the whole podcast, guys. We're just going to be talking about growth, mental health, love, parents. All these things are just positive and that will benefit you guys because I want the best for you guys. But clearly, KL doesn't seem to see that.
Interesting. There are a lot of talks about you, controversies about you. But,
ex-controversial.
Exactly, a lot. But I just want to know, that's really powerful, what you said, right?
Yeah,
so I want to start from the very beginning of your journey. I want to know, what was your turning point from whatever those people said, KL kid, to now? What was that turning point? What was that realization that you had about being a KL kid?
Do you want me to explain how I became one, or do you?
Yeah, sure. Explain anything.
Okay, I'll explain the whole thing.
Sure.
Basically, used to be in a group of friends in Nexus International School. I used to be close with one of my friends, Felix. He used to know a lot of people. So because of him, I started hanging around these people, and then they'd go clubbing and stuff, go out with them, and eventually what happened is my name started going around, right? People, I'd have a mass following. I used to go live, just fuck around, do some things, right? And it's very interesting. But anyways, what happened then is eventually 2022, 2023 was the era where I realized I became a KL kid, because I got to a point where my name started popping up quite a lot, and I was around a group of people that was a bad influence. That's what I believe. Reason why I say this is because what I was doing in that group and the drama and the fights and everything involved in that was messed up. I got myself in a position where How do you
want to explain it? Yeah, no problem.
Okay, I got myself in a position where I was basically putting myself in a character where I was like this whole top G thing, right? Because Andrew Tate popped up, and I was like, okay, fuck it, I'll be a top G of KL, right? Save KL. Yeah. And I knew the problems in KL. I knew that, as a KL kid, the biggest problem as a KL kid was the fact that we all were immature. We all used to get in fights. We all used to just bully each other. Like, I used to be the second most hated man in KL. That's fucked up, but that's not a problem. Reason why it is because of my friend group. There's a specific person that fucked up my name It sucks. I can't do much of it. I can only try to get people to understand. And one of the reasons why I joined your podcast again
Yeah.
was because just recently, about a week ago, I met someone new, and they've known me, right? They know of me. We've never talked, but I have met that person. That person told me, and when I was having a conversation with
Yeah.
her, she was saying, "Hey, Anas, I just realized you're very genuine. You're not the person I thought you were, right?" And I was like, "Okay, that's great." And I felt the need to, okay, what if I come in, do this whole thing, and come in the podcast, pull up like a G, and then just talk about so that people can understand me more.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they'll be like, okay, this guy is different. He's not the old Anas that we all thought. So, they have a fixed
yeah.
mindset on me.
Yeah, so basically, you just want to come on here to clear some things up, also, right?
Clear
And
some things
yeah.
up, bring some positivity, and
Yeah.
they give a very clear word of message to the people, your people, and
correct.
my people, and everyone in general. Yeah.
Yeah, true. I mean, I hear a lot of KLKs, KL that. I'm like, it's annoying. It's
a
annoying.
mess.
There's a lot of stuff, and it's dangerous in a way here. It's
messed
dangerous
up.
in a way like to get when you need to know the right people, and it's hard to find the right people. Why?
Yeah, very hard to.
Because when you mix with the wrong people, you get in some bad stuff. You know.
Yeah,
You
been
don't
there,
know,
right? Yeah, I get you,
You
bro.
get in some bad stuff, and so that's not to say I've been there, but I see it.
You've seen it.
I
yeah.
see it, you know.
view it.
And I'm with the people that are not going out and all that are not involved with KL kids, but it's also from they're also from my perspective where they can see also, so that I don't get myself involved in all of that. But
good.
yeah, thank you, cause like people calling you KL kid and all that, I'm like, yo, Anas, is he really a KL kid? Let's go find out, right? Anyways,
I don't think so.
what were some really, really bad challenges? Like, were there any things that took a toll on you? Well, I mean, when did this start? 2020?
Okay, so the Kale kid started back in 2021 when the
2021.
right, but where it peaked for me, where my prime was, right?
Prime.
But it was like the worst year for me. But my prime, like the prime where I was like famous as fuck, was back in 2023. That year was the worst year and the best year, I could say, arguably.
What would you say, like,
Yeah.
what would you say were the best bits of, let's say, your biggest year, 2023? What were the best bits?
Well, for 2023, the best bits were, well, the journey, understanding, knowing that as an ex-KL kid, I went through something very I went through a thing where, okay, give me a second.
Yeah. Take your time, bro. Take your time. It's the long, you've been through from 2023, right?
Yeah.
So-
I'm trying to recap my memory. It's very interesting. Okay, I get it. Basically, I had a friend group, right? And I was always in that friend group. There's this one person. I'm not gonna mention names. I have respect for that person, but she knows who she is. She, well, at one point, she had her boyfriend in her house, and I was in her house. I was kicked out, right? And what happened was that I was talking to her father, right? And he asked me if her boyfriend was there, and it was a bit late. And I said, I'm not sure. I believe so. And her older sister, went in her house, her room, knocked the door, and she was there. She got pissed. She assumed I was snitched on her, but I didn't mean to. I genuinely didn't know that circumstances. Anyways, what happened was, it wasn't I'd argue this was more of a lesson than being the best moments, and I'll explain why. Reason why, okay, so that happened. Then this specific girl, right? We were gonna go meet someone, right? And we were just gonna go and have fun. We're going to a different house. It was the next morning, right? And she met one of my guy friends, right? And I thought we were very close, bro. But the guy, he was drunk and he smoked up his eye, And anyways, and he came at me. He started punching me. He started punching the fuck out of me. Like, we started fighting all of a sudden in the house. There were 4 or 5 of us, right? And that showed me immediately. Like I had a seizure attack there, right? I suffer epilepsy. That's something I go through. But that showed me that I can't be trusted with these people. These people are just putting me in a setback. That's where I realized, that's the breaking point where I realized that, hey, if these people are gonna do this to me, and if even over a small matter like this, then they're gonna fuck me up over the smallest matter, and if it's the biggest matter, they might as well just kill me. That's just how they might be, right? I don't know
Understand,
that.
bro.
So I was at a point where I was like, okay, I have to cut them off. I have to do this. I have to do this,
Yeah.
right? But I was still keening on them because I didn't know who to hang out with, nor did I know who I can be genuine with. And all my OG friends, they're no more in KL in 2023. They all left in 2022. So I was like heartbroken in that
Yeah,
moment, you
true.
know? So I think I was in that depression spiral mode where I was going through. I believe I was just lonely. I felt lonely, so I kept going back to them, and that's why people were like, "Why you keep going back to them?" And they fucked me over. And I kept forgiving this one person because this specific girl, she was, even though she put me in so much trouble to a point where I got in trouble with the police too. She was in a position where she still kind of took care of me. Reason why I say that, she took me in the house, she'd feed me, she'd book
Yeah.
grab to me just to her house just so I can be somewhere in the shelter. She still somewhat cared about me.
Okay.
She would tell me, okay, this girl's not right for
Yeah.
me, but there are some things she did wrong. Arguably, she's a good person, but just the wrong timing right now, you know? Like,
Understand.
good person, wrong timing. It's just one of those scenarios.
True, bro. So, like, okay, that's a lot. You went to, that was in 2023?
That's just 2020.
That's just 2023. Damn, man.
There's hundreds of things I could mention,
now-
but I'm gonna mention. Yeah.
Now, yeah, because, like, you went through that a lot in 2023. And I want to
Yeah.
know, like, you went through that. How did you get out of that, like, phase? Were there times where, like, I mean, okay, we'll go on to that another question. But let
Right.
me start with this. If someone is listening right now, going through something right now,
Yeah.
right? Maybe something similar, maybe something bad, maybe a depression phase or something.
Fine.
Or maybe someone in the city where they are facing a lot of troubles or stuff.
Yeah.
What advice would you give them?
Okay. Well, listen, guys. In all honesty, you've been through worse shit, right? We've all been through worse stuff at the end of the day, right? You can get through whatever you're going through, whether anxiety, depression, trauma, sadness, heartbreak, whatever it is. You're capable of doing that, right? You as a human, if you have been through worse stuff in your past, you're able to do it in the future too, and in the present. What you should do is, if you're suffering through these things, you need to get up. The thing you need to do is identifying the problem. Once you identify, okay, you're depressed, fine. How do you fix yourself from being depressed? Well, you gotta find a hobby. You gotta find new things. You gotta try new things. You have to get out from your depression, and you cannot be lazy. As a man, you have things to do. You have a duty to be successful in your life, right? Am I right or wrong?
Correct.
So it is important for females, I'd say you should take the chance to get up, and if you're suffering with something, come talk to your close people, your close friends. Talk to your family, right? If you can't talk to a therapist. If you can't talk to a therapist, go ahead and message me, man. I will help anyone out. I have no problem. And to the guys, man, listen. Depression is like, as much as you can be depressed, bro, right? It sucks. But you have to push through this. Because if you can go through this as a man, then you're able to go through life much more. Because life's going to get harder for you as a guy. You're going to have to go through worse things. You're going to have to worry about your future and the things you have to do to become successful. Whether you're going to get a job, go to uni, right? Or you just failed your IGCSE, you have to repeat it. Whatever it is, you are capable of doing it. You just need to be able to get out of it. And how you get out of it is by analyzing your situation and looking more into it.
That's interesting. I respect your whatever you have said.
I appreciate it.
like I agree with you, on the stuff where like you gotta not just stay there. You gotta be
Yeah.
you gotta come out in a way.
Of course.
But if you stay there, you're
Kinda
gonna
like
just
these
keep
handsome guys.
killing yourself inside and inside. You know what I'm saying?
He's
So
smiling.
I mean, I really appreciate you sharing that. I think your journey ties in perfectly with that. With what I want to talk furthermore today,
Yeah,
because
sure.
I've also had to face my own challenges.
Yeah,
Whether it
what
was
you been through?
mentally, sorry.
What you been through?
In terms of like, I don't want to disclose this too much, but
I
my old school.
understand.
In terms of like people you like, people you like, and the people that were there all this while.
Yeah.
Um,
Like the popular kids,
yeah, I
you
would
try to
say
be.
I struggled a lot back in my old school because
Yeah.
it was more of like I was starting out, and when I mean by starting out, I was starting out YouTube,
Right.
and all
That's
all
fair.
this
That's
shit,
fair. That's
right?
fair.
And you get made fun of.
That
People, like,
happens. Yeah.
people just look at you like a clown, But what basically is
Mhm.
like the people that I knew from when I was quiet to where I am now, you can see that they are a bit like they're just there because they make fun of you, but then they also want to be on the podcast with you, type shit. When I mean by that, it's like they they pretend that they're a fan of you or something like that.
Yeah.
And it gets annoying. And the trolls, that's the word I wanted to get. They troll around, and then they think that you're nothing. They make fun of you. They make fun of what you do,
Mhm.
but they don't realize, that you're watching me. These people right
They're all
now,
watching. They're
trolls or
they're
whatever.
hating.
I mean, they don't know who they are, but I know
Yeah.
who you are.
Yeah.
You're still watching this, and you wish you were here, but you're not because you're like down there. But like you're in my old school. You can't come here because it's chaos. But
Yeah.
like you really like try to like bring people down, but you can't. Okay. In a way, like in terms of mental health as well, I struggle with, what did you say, like love, bro. Struggling with love. Let's say that, right?
Fucking love,
Um,
bro.
and I want to get out of here, this city, because of like it's difficult around
Very
people here.
toxic. This
Yeah,
kid
yeah,
is very
toxic,
very
yeah.
toxic. I know.
Anything you do here, if you do a mistake, you're clowned on. One mistake, even if it's a simple
Yeah,
mistake. bro.
we're all humans at the end of the day, guys. Let me just
Exactly.
clarify. We're all humans. We make mistakes, right?
Exactly,
We learn
yeah.
from it and we grow from it. So everyone, just please understand something. We're all humans. He's human. I'm human. Your parents were human. They made mistakes too. So don't think everyone can be perfect. You can't be perfect. You can. You can try to be perfect. You can aim to be perfect. But you shouldn't be so toxic you shouldn't be so negative on other people, man. Like, I'm just saying, relax a little bit, KL. Like, you all gotta like have a bit of fun, relax. But yeah, sorry, continue. I just
Yeah,
wanted
no,
to.
just what I was about to also say is like, people who are behind that just see on social media what happens. Like, you need to get to know the people first. That's what I've learned actually. Where I see these people on Instagram, I already have a first impression of them, right? And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Ugh, I don't like this guy. But then you
I've
meet
been
them in
there.
real life, you're like, damn, they're actually not that bad, and so like the people need to know who you are first.
Okay.
The people, yeah,
No, I'm
yeah.
listening.
The people need to know who you are first. So actually, let me get back. So resilience. How has the setback improved your growth in a way, like your setbacks?
Well, I was gonna ask you a question
Oh, okay.
actually.
Go
I
ahead. Go
had
ahead.
something planned out. Okay. Well, my question here is to you. How did that make you? Okay, those people bullied you.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
did whatever, right?
They did a lot of that. Yeah.
At the end of the day, what happened to you? What position are you in right now? Okay,
Yeah,
very
yeah,
simple.
okay.
Because I want to help this for the viewers. And you were at a position where they bullied you, they did
Alright.
things. I've been in that because I had my
Okay,
whole
yeah.
TikTok phase.
Yeah, okay, sure, sure.
TikTok phase, right? I was being clowned on. Point being, did you take that hate in a bad way or in a good way, and how did you escape it? Right, that's my question. It's up to you if you want to answer
Yeah,
it,
sure.
because I want the viewers to know. Even if people bully the fuck out of you, even if people do things to you that are negative, they troll you, whatever it is, you are still able to be capable of getting out of it. Look at me. I'm still alive. Look at him. He's still
I'm
alive.
here.
We're doing well. We're having a podcast and we're just having fun, aren't we?
Yeah.
Right?
So the question.
Yeah.
The hate, that I take it in a good way or bad way, right?
Yeah.
I would say at first Very bad. Why? I didn't know shit about all of this stuff, you know? And I had never been on a camera before. So like when I'm talking about people bullying me, I'm talking about me. I'm like, shit, am I really that bad? You know, like, do I just suck? And then you just start to put yourself in this small box, right? But then you start to realize that you start watching stuff. You start watching maybe other YouTubers viewpoints on talking and stuff. They From then I start to take the hate as in a good way, where I was like, okay, they're hating on me, which means they're watching me. They're looking at what I'm doing, and they're commenting. Good, because what that does is that it pushes my videos out there. Why? Because the more, not to say the more hate, the more better, but the more comments or reviews you get from people, the more you get better. The more you start to take in, okay, maybe they're right. Okay, first of all, maybe they're right.
Maybe they are. We're not
If they're
saying
saying,
they're
yeah,
not.
this is bad, maybe this is bad, do something better, and then you do it, you know,
That's
you,
fair.
you improve.
Yeah.
The haters improve you in a way, but sometimes they can bring you down. The ones that you can identify, if you're like me, you can identify which one
Yeah,
is
you can identify.
bad hate and which one is good hate.
And sometimes,
Like people that don't like you, they hate you because of who you are. That's the ones that you put to the side. But the people who
agree.
hate you because of your content or something, you're like, okay, wait. Let me like develop on my content, make it better, and then you can give your opinion again. You just do it like that. For me, you just do it like that. For the trolls out there, I don't listen to them, but they can talk whatever they want because they talk about my name. So
honestly, I don't even know how they have fun. Sometimes I
I-
think if they have, I'm not trying to start something, but if you guys have trolls and whatnot, it's a very simple thing you can say. Do you have a life? Why are you trolling? Like you can
True,
do
like you're
things.
just behind it. You're just
You're behind that
you're
typing, right?
typing, like,
Of-
keyboard warrior,
what the
bro.
hell are they even doing? Just
Yeah.
ignore them. Let them be, guys.
So
Yeah.
now it's 2025. Was 2024 the phase where you started to learn or like?
Okay, 2024. I get your
Yeah,
question already. 2024. So let me just clarify, guys. His question is, how did I transition from 2025 to 2024? Like 2023 to 2024. Like, how did I get out of that step? Very simple. What I did was very simple. I immediately cut off ties with all my friend groups. Every single one. I stopped talking to them. I went ghost. I decided to focus on myself. I decided, okay. And this was 2024 in July, June or July, I believe, right? This is when the peak of me getting out. And I went ghost, right? And a lot of KL people have been saying, Anas, you went ghost, you went ghost, you went ghost. And I've been going ghost, right? And I have my reasonings. But I went ghost. And the moment I went ghost, my name stopped coming up. And I was more private. Very simple. Oh, one more thing, guys. Keep your life private because
Yeah.
trust me, people do you can keep it private, not a secret, right? Like obviously tell your close friends, right? Like tell people you're close with, your family, your best friends, your homeboy, your girlfriend, or your wife. Just inform. I don't know,
You
man.
don't know what happens.
I
out there,
never know.
right?
I heard someone got married in KL.
That's crazy. Okay.
I've heard that. I'm not sure, but I'm just saying, right? What was I saying? I forgot.
About people like private.
Private life, secret life, right? Keep it very small, right? And if you get in a relationship, let me give this one advice. If people get in a relationship, keep that relationship private, not a secret. You can put it on your close friend, but do not publicize it, not until you think it's ready. I'd argue at least 1 to 3 months. You should at least keep it low. Then you can like soft launch her, and then you can bring her up, right? But if not, because often I've noticed, especially in KL, why relationships fail is because immediately when it's publicized, her friend group, the whole friend group will come and gang in and try to put negative things about the guy. I've been there. Love fucking sucks for me. It is what it is. I assume the same for you,
Yeah,
right? When
sure.
it comes to
Yeah,
love.
and like, well, not personally for me. I've never been at that situation before, whatever you could say. But to see people like that they're having a good life, good time, publicizing it too much, boom. You know, it happens like that.
Oh, another thing. Social media is fake, bro. I don't know why everyone thinks in KL everyone's rich. Nobody's really rich these days. And another thing, people say you're rich. They ain't really rich. That's just it. They're rich. They just keep it low key. Their close friend will know. That's it. Like they might, sometimes you want to flex a little, like a watch or like, or you just got a car or could be something small, right? And you be like, hey, bro, 16 Pro Max. It's just something like that. But again, keep your life private, secret. This is the word of advice I've got, and I've given you guys my reasoning. I hope you guys understand that. But yeah.
On to the next question. What were because you said from 2024 it was a big step. Like
2024.
Yeah.
My bad, I forgot.
No, it's okay. That's the whole point of a podcast, is you go from there to there, come back.
Very interesting. This is my first podcast. I just want to say, guys, he's been a very great host, and he's also been very nice when it comes to our timings and whatnot, and he's very understanding. And he's a very handsome-looking dude, guys. So honestly, guys, all the ladies hit him up. Like I gotta set him up too, man. But yeah, okay, fine. What can I say? We're having fun, right?
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Okay, 2024. How I got out that phase, went ghost. Life went private. I was stuck to one friend, my homeboy, right? Mikhail. I was close to him, right? And that's how I got out of this whole KL kid situation, right? We fought too, me and my homeboy. That's normal, right?
Yeah,
it happens where you get in arguments when you guys are very close. That's something I'll give you guys. You need to have boundaries. I've noticed in KL, I don't know if you noticed, there's no boundaries, man. There's zero boundaries, right? And I learned this just recently, about 4 months ago. I realized, wait, I got no boundaries. I just say whatever the hell I say. I just do whatever I do. I should keep some boundaries, some respect to some people, right? Like, for example, your elders. I just realized I'm spitting a lot.
No, it's okay. You're trying to say what you want.
I think it's because guys, we're fasting, so like we're very thirsty, so the spit is from me. But yeah, what was I saying? I keep forgetting what I'm saying.
Elders and stuff.
Elders, yeah. Respect your elders, man. Like, okay, when it comes to mom and dad, guys, to all KL kids, to everyone, I just want to say one thing. Guys, on a serious note, they're your fucking parents, bro. Why the hell do you want to fucking argue with them? Your father took care of you. He paid for your bills. He kept you sheltered. He paid for your groceries so your mom can cook it. Your mom can clean the house and take care of you. You know how much of a big responsibility that is. But nobody in KL realizes this, because everyone, okay, not everyone, but most people in general in KL have this thing where they're like, fuck their parents, and they run out of their house and do shit, bro. Like, deadass. I want you guys to go up to your parents and just go up to them and say one thing only. Very simple. You go to them and you say, I'm sorry, mom. I'm sorry, dad. I love you, and hug them and kiss them in their hands, or just kiss them in their hand, right? And your life will be better, bro. You guys, why are you arguing with your parents, bro? Like, you guys, I know we're teenagers, we're trying to have fun, we're trying to go out and whatnot, but they're just taking care of us, bro. But you guys don't seem to fucking understand this. And this pisses me off. Because you know the amount of fucking friends I had to fucking deal with because they aren't respecting their parents. I have to take care of them because they're fucking going wild. My point is, they're your elders. They know better. As much as I understand that our generation is different, right? There might be a little bit of a problem. They don't understand that timing is a bit of an issue. I face this too personally with my dad. I get it. I understand. But there's always ways to improve, right? Not advice to everyone. The older you get, is more of a tip. The older you get, the more freedom you will get, right? Don't expect freedom immediately, guys, right? They're your parents.
I feel like in that way, right? Not to say freedom needs to be earned, but I'm just saying, like, it's just with being small and being a teenager, from being a toddler to being a teenager.
Yeah, because our parents think,
Stop trying to skip steps. You see all these like young people in KL. Like, when I was that age, I was doing none of this, bro.
I know a kid.
None of this.
I know a kid that's 14 in a gang here.
Oh my god, that's crazy. There's no way That's the problem. Maybe it's because of social media, or maybe it's because of the people they surround themselves with.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? And I'm I don't know. I've had a thought about like a business idea where I've thought about launching something where that we have a community and we're all together, but this is strictly for people that are serious. And we all come in and we're all just like helping each other out when it comes to have these conversations, right? Talk to each other because I don't know. I just feel like these teenagers, some teenagers, even if they go therapists, some therapists are older. They don't understand. Like us kids, we understand, right? We know what we all go through because we all been there, right? We all been through
Yep.
worse things. We might be going through it now, later, or we might never, right? But I've thought about this idea. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. You guys hit me up on Instagram. Let me know if you think it's a good idea. I haven't perfected the idea, but it's just something I've thought of.
Yeah, nah, that's so true. I think a lot of people, young people especially,
Yeah.
just think they are better than
Yeah,
what they
they're
really
going
are.
gangster.
Yeah, gangster and all that. But I don't want to say anything that will be like, yo, bro, you don't know anything. I'll
No,
just
of
say,
course not.
I'll just say, like personally, slow down, enjoy your teen years, but not to the point where you're mixing yourself around not really good people. Just make sure you also focus on yourself. What I get a lot from people is
Yeah.
they always tell me like, "Bro, like you really like keep focusing on yourself," and they always
That's a
ask why,
very
right?
that's I'm gonna tell you something. That's a very good thing. And I'm
Yeah,
glad you focus on yourself, bro.
yeah,
Because
exactly.
people have this thing. I'll come to it later, but it's amazing.
Yeah.
Continue. Sorry.
No, so what I'm trying to say is like, people keep asking me how do you do it, how do you do it? It's not very difficult. It takes maybe one or two things to consider and habits is very important. Habits to consider if you want to focus on yourself, while also balancing out a fun lifestyle with a strict lifestyle. What I mean by that is strict and like, bro, do your work, do your work,
Course.
don't fail in school. Your parents are paying for school. So don't fail your school. That's the least you can do is not fail. But if you get CB, it's okay. You're still passing. But what I'm trying to say is that fun lifestyle and like going out with your friends, don't go out with your friends every day. I mean, I see a lot of people on Instagram, like they're going out with your friends every single day. Take a break.
Every Friday, Kyo,
Every
Track,
weekend.
Publica,
Every weekend.
Genting,
Like,
Highland.
exactly.
Crazy,
Like,
bro.
but
And
for
they'll
me,
be drinking, bro. They're fucking
yeah,
young.
I can't because
I just-
the thing is, I can't be doing that. For me, I can't be doing that. Why? It's like it's too much. Okay.
I agree.
And like sometimes I get dragged into it, and like my mind is like, bro, I should do this because it's gonna be so fun. But sometimes I have to also take that step back. Why? There's so many times where they ask me to go, I say no. They ask me to go, I say I'll consider it. Yes. But most of the time, the yes is with people that I know, that people that I am really close friends with.
yeah.
If it's people that are like I just met one day and say, yo, bro, let's go. Wait, let me think about it, or we can do this another time, or let me bring my friend with me or something. It's like
Yeah.
that. But when I mean by balance, a strict lifestyle with a strict lifestyle with a fun lifestyle is just know that because for me it's like I always have my dream in my head. When I mean my dream, it's like work dream, career dream. I still have that in my head. I don't
Yeah.
want to have fun too much to the point where I forget that I want to be where I want to be, right? So I also on my strict lifestyle is doing stuff like this, focusing on podcasts, focusing on my YouTube videos, focusing on the content I'm creating, trying to get it big. That's my strict lifestyle. But when I have a break, and studying and all that, but when I have a break, that's when I have a chill time with my friends. But I don't do it every single day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I mean I don't do it every single day, I don't do it every Friday. I don't go to the same place every Friday. I don't do the same thing every Friday. Sometimes
See, that's called discipline, my friend.
exactly.
That's the word.
Exactly.
Discipline. We don't
People
have
need to know
discipline.
that, like, to have a good lifestyle here, let's say here, because a lot of people get carried away with the fun lifestyle here. The good lifestyle is discipline.
I
It's
agree.
discipline. I mean, and
Okay.
I also took in really strong habits as well. Have you taken? I don't know. Have you taken habits that improve your?
Yeah,
in
I
yourself?
have. I have.
Like
You can start
I
first.
would say habits, and like a lot of people don't wake up early in the morning, So I
Yeah.
wake up early in the morning. Gym. I've been going to the gym
Gym's nice.
quite a lot, I go to the gym, even though you don't see anything, right?
Same, guys. But I promise you, I go gym. I can definitely promise you, he goes gym because he has this whole. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up with this Anytime Fitness thing?
Oh yeah, my dad.
Let's do this promotion thing.
My dad, guys, my dad is opening up an Anytime Fitness gym here at Cyberjaya, not at Tamarind Square where we are right now, but at Neo Cyberjaya at Wisma MK is where we're opening up our first gym. So actually he started this last year. I mean, we went to
Oh.
Anytime Fitness in summer, and he
Okay.
was like, "Yeah, this place is actually quite cool." So he was like, "Dan, I like this gym."
Okay.
Contacted the people there, got it sorted out, and we're here
You-
making a gym.
yeah.
So and it really complements. Why? Because I like going to the gym. He has a gym. There's no excuse for me not to go with
Yeah.
the prices and stuff. So then it keeps me going.
Mhm.
By the way, gym is also a good way for your mind and everything.
Yeah.
If you're in a tough place or you're sad, you're depressed, something happened that day, go to the gym. Why? And I've seen a lot of people say
It fuels you, you know?
Yeah,
You
it
go to the
fuels you.
gym, it fuels you. It clears your mind out in a way because you put all your emotions into the work. But you got to make
Exactly.
sure you got to put your work. You also got to make sure you have a workout routine, right?
Exactly.
And you need to be disciplined. It's not about even discipline. You can go in and be disciplined about that. It's about the consistency of going to the gym if you want to see progress. You will not see progress in one day.
Correct.
You will see progress in maybe 1 month, maybe in 3 months, maybe in 6 months, maybe in a year, maybe in 2 years. You will eventually see progress, but you have to stay consistent. Same goes with life. You wanna be successful. You have to stay consistent when it comes to studying. As a man, right? This is for all the guys in life, right? We all have to. Let's say you get a job. You have to go to the job, whether you're sick or not, right? You have to go to the job. If you're, let's say, married, right? I'm giving an example. You have to go to the job and perform your best.
Correct.
Because if you do not, what will happen? Your boss
Yeah.
will
Fire you.
warning,
Yeah,
fire,
warning.
and we don't want that. I don't think you would want that, right? But my point being is, you have to be able to you need to fuel yourself, right? For example, I was gonna state something
Oh, yeah?
earlier. I was gonna state. I forgot what it was. What was the topic? But I remember. Okay, when it comes to being disciplined, right? I'll give you an example of being disciplined. I like going to train using the MRT, right? And going to work, right? When I used to work in my restaurant, right? I have a restaurant, guys. Let me plug it in. Plug in, guys. Muse Restaurant. It's in Shalam Plaza Mall. And you guys should pull up, right? We have buffet right now in what is it called? Ramadan. And you guys come by. It's 60 ringgit, 59.90 right now for buffet. Because it's Ramadan, guys. I can't give discount on buffet, guys. Come on. But for normal dish outs and whatnot, I'll try to just inform me right beforehand. I'll try to do something for you guys. Just hit me up, let me know. And with you, we gotta do a food review. We got
Definitely a
something
Hello
coming
Sumo
up, guys.
video there. Get
Yeah.
a good review, get a good content over there, and
Get
promote his
good
business as well.
content. Get him to
Yeah.
food review. Food's free, by the way.
Oh no way.
Yeah, well, bro, if you're coming with me, it's
Oh, yeah,
food's
sure.
free. Yeah.
Okay.
What the hell, man?
So yeah. Anyways, just with that, discipline as well is
Yeah.
very important key part of
Guys, what is this?
It's for-
Little, bro, the Matrix attacking us.
But it's the fur. Wait, it's the fur. Oh my god.
That's the
I'm going
fucking
I'm going
Matrix,
somewhere, I'm
guys.
going somewhere. Anyways,
Oh my days.
yeah, no, cause discipline's very, very important, which I don't see in a lot of people at my age, especially with the so-called popular kids. I don't like the term, by the
Quote
way.
unquote KL kids.
I don't
too.
like the term
I hate
popular
it. I hate
kids.
it. I hate
You
it.
know what makes you popular, right? What makes you popular? What I know, what makes you popular is that everyone knows you and everyone likes you. In this
Because
case,
you're just that guy.
Yeah. But I don't like when
Yeah.
people say popular kid, but I like when people say nice kid. Nice kid, chill kid. Why? Because they are actually chill. If you look at the popular kids, right?
They have an ego.
Big ego, big ego, and then
I've
with-
been there. Don't worry.
with the big with the popular kids, when they talk to the kids, let's say that are not too popular. My old school, I can see this.
Yeah.
Old schools, actually any school I've been to, and the current one I'm in, you're popular, and then you talk to people like you talk to the, let's say, people call it the regulars or whatever. Okay, they just talk to them not nicely, you know. They think they're above them in a
Yeah.
way, which is very bad. That's what I don't like to see. That's why when people say, a lot of people say, "Oh, Farouk, you're popular." I'm like, no, I'm not popular. Why? Everyone in this college or school should know me. Everyone should know me, and everyone like me. Does everyone know me and everyone like me? No. But what I can say is that people know me. That's it. I'm not gonna say. Personally won't say. I'm
But
popular,
yeah,
no.
you
I
know that
personally won't.
change. Reason why you say popular, I somewhat agree
Correct.
with you. Everyone knows you, but not everyone likes you. Some likes you, some don't like you. Right? There's that factor. But you're popular. You're still popular. Reason why I say that is because people there are hundreds of people. Right? Till this day, they'll be like, even though my following is low right now, I used to have 1,000 plus. Then my account got banned, right? Now I'm at I think 500 something. I'll get 800 to 1,000 views all the time if I post anything. Like if I post any photo of myself anywhere I go, right? People will just view it and they're sharing it, right? I always look into it. And I'm like, why? Like I'm not even doing anything and people are viewing my stories for like what reasoning, right? And anyways, point me is popularity, right? It's not that all, guys. I tried to be popular. Where did it lead me? I got humbled. I put myself in a position where I'm like this. I believe 2023 put me where my ego was high, I'll admit. And I had to put my ego down. And from that transitioning, I'd argue and I'd say how you get there. Very simple. You first must you first must identify that you have an ego or not, right? Moment you identify you have an ego, you realize, okay, if I have an ego, why am I not being nice? For example, like an ego person, like a popular person. You meet an ego person. Let's just give an example. You come to me,
Okay.
say something to me, like act like I'm like someone bigger.
Oh, bigger.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my god, bro, yo, nice to meet you.
Oh well, okay, bro. Like who the hell are you?
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
People like
yeah,
that.
literally.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm there like this, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
And I was like this at one point, but I wasn't too mean. But to some people, I was. Depending, and it's always because my mood switched, right? And that's something wrong. My point being here is that to get out of this whole situation is you need to find and put an effort. There isn't a right answer to everything. You can't find the right answer to everything. But I will tell you guys one thing. The best way to get out of anything is by having faith in God.
Correct.
Whatever religion you're in, right? You believe in Bible, Christianity. Bible. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to offend any of you by Christianity, religion. I didn't mean to disrespect Christian. I didn't mean to disrespect. Okay. I'm tweaking, bro. Nah, I'm not trying to get canceled,
No,
bro.
no, you won't, bro.
I-
Trust me, bro.
Even if I do, it's fun, guys. It was fun while it lasted. They're gonna take me to
Yeah.
jail. Okay, Chris. Having faith in God. That's my point, right? And if you have that faith, you have that connection. And by the way, it's not about how long your prayer is. It's about the faith you have the faith you have in your God, right? It's about the effort you're willing to put in. It's about the effort, not the time. The effort to put it in. And I realized this generation, bro, not a lot of people are religious, man.
Yeah, no,
Very
no, no.
hard.
Very, very, very.
Very
much
hard.
Not, yeah.
Right? And
Lot.
it's like crazy, bro. And another thing, I'm just saying, our religion, if for example, the Quran, right? It teaches you stuff, right? Like there are guidelines and stuff. You learn from it, right? And you understand it more. I won't go in too much into religion, but I'm just saying the book, your holy book, guys, in your religion, your holy book, if you have a holy book, that teaches you many things and it also sometimes predicts things, right, in the future, right? So it's a very interesting thing. Just sit for 1 hour at least. Fine. If it's gonna be your first time, you're gonna come back to religion. At least spend 10 minutes of your time opening the holy book and reading it and understanding it. And if you don't understand, you can look online. ChatGPT is your way, guys. We have ways. Let's not make excuses now. Let's not make excuses, right or wrong. Yeah. We have things we can do. But yeah, you were saying, sorry.
Yeah, no. I really like the fact that you're saying faith because I think a lot of people don't have. But that's not for me to say. That's not for me to say that they don't have. But I'm just saying that.
No, we're not specifying it, guys.
Yeah.
We're clarifying. We're not specifying that everyone. We're just
Yeah,
saying
we're just
in
saying.
general because we see people, we see how they are, and we used to be close with people that were not religious. So we're like,
Let's just say the people that are faithful, keep faithful. Okay.
yeah, just be faithful and more faithful, right?
Yeah.
Just show love, man. Love is like everywhere in the air. I
Yeah.
feel, I've come to the conclusion with love, bro. I don't know about you, but the love you're seeking is not what you're looking for, right? For example, right?
Yeah.
Love you're seeking love in a relationship with a girl, right?
Yeah.
Bro, that girl's it's gonna end, bro. We're young. She'll probably cheat on you or some shit what happens. A guy will pull her. Like, it's not her fault, bro. It's literally it's just how KL works in general, right? This is how these girls are programmed to be, right? I'm not stating. You know what? Actually, yeah. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. These girls, they're like this, man. And my point is love, right? Where can you find love? For me, I identified that the love I needed the most was my mom, man, right?
That's important.
With this whole KL thing, I became distant with my mom, bro.
Ooh.
It was tough. It was a journey. And even to this day, it's a journey, right? But I want everyone to text their mom. Genuinely, every one of you guys, if you're listening, just text your mom, say, I love you, right? Show love to your mom, bro, because it's your mom. She took care of you 9 months. Forget the arguments. Forget everything. And please, guys, let's not yell at our moms. I know you guys do. Let's not punch moms. I know some people that do. I know some of you guys. I'm not saying everyone, please. But I know some people that do. Let's not do this, guys. There are moms if taking care of us. I'm sure same with you, right? Our moms. Point is, you need to find love, right? For example, God I gave. You need to find love in God, right? The moment you find love in God, you see everything is positive. This guy is the most positive guy I've ever met. I am serious, guys. This is like my first time I met someone so positive, so wholesome. I am now thinking there might be more better people because I genuinely thought I could never find good people. Because till this day, you want me to be honest with you?
Yeah.
Even the group I'm in,
Yeah.
one of the group I'm in, because I am in 2 groups right now, I do not feel good about this group, bro. It's just like, I think we might be past things, even though there are people that have said in that group, those people have said that they're not, but
You don't know for sure.
I don't know 100%. The other group, I'll say, and okay, one more thing.
Yeah,
Perfect.
one more thing.
To find friends, guys, you need to find friends that will build you up, not make you waste time. For example, right?
Right.
I'm just gonna
Take it.
Okay. I gave this book to him just because I wanted him to grow, right? I want him to grow and become better, right? It's how to emotionally
Show it to the camera.
how to grow emotionally intelligence, guys. This is the book, right? I just got it for him. Reason why I got it for him was just I thought he'd be able to grow emotionally, be better. I don't know.
Very appreciative. for
No
this book,
worries,
by the way.
brother. Of course.
Thank you, bro.
But it's just about people. You need to find like these type of people that will make you grow more, right? Make you more successful, that will push you all the time. You need to find brothers that will push you. For example, I have a friend, if I do not go gym, because he'll call me every night, if I do not go gym, he finds out he's going to make me do a consequence, and I'm just going to do it because I didn't go to the gym. I need to have discipline in that. Right or wrong?
Correct.
We need to have friends like this.
Correct.
But
Those friends are the realest
also
friends.
have a bit of fun, but not too much fun. Make sure all your duties are done. As a man, you need to complete all your duties and responsibilities you have been given, right? I come in, it's very hard for me to find time. It's very hard for you to find time for us to even do this podcast.
Correct.
Because we are so busy with our own lives that it's very hard. But I'm very grateful we found time where we could do it. How long did it take? 3 months?
Yeah, let's say 3 months.
Fucking guys, 3 months. We were excited.
But we will always find the time. And he actually hit me up only like 2 days ago.
Yeah,
3 days ago.
surprisingly.
And as soon as he say on the podcast, I was like, I'm locking it in. You know, I'll give him his time.
Yeah.
He's been waiting.
It's calm. It's
But
calm.
yeah, bro. This has been a really cool conversation. You know,
I'm glad. to
really
hear that,
really
bro.
cool. But
So
I
wait.
Yeah. Go
I just
ahead.
want one question. Yeah.
One question. Yeah. Go ahead.
What is your first impression of me? I mean, we just
Okay,
met
first
everything.
impression
I
of you.
dead ass. It's
Okay,
like
first
it's very
impression of you.
exciting.
First impression. This is before I met you. Okay, guys. I only met.
Okay, before, and then like when you met me.
Before I met him, like, I've never seen him. This is the first time I've actually seen him in
We
real life.
we're meeting first time.
First
he's-
impression. Someone did give like your Instagram, and I was like, because it was like last year, I would say, because like,
Yeah, I'm
I didn't know anyone in KL. The first impression I got about you was because someone actually gave the impression of you to me. Alright, to me. I would say that they said that you were like this controversial KL kid. Just a controversial KL kid.
Yeah, very controversial. I know.
Like when I mean by that, they were like, bro, no one likes him. He's an idiot. You know, they've said that before, okay?
Retard. That's
Idiot.
the word.
He's an idiot. He sucks. He's stupid. Then I was like, bro, what did he really do wrong? What did he do wrong?
It's
Then,
just,
then they were like, just don't follow him. Then there was like, then I followed you. You followed me back. I was like, oh, cool, that shit, cool shit, you know, type shit. Then I'm like, normal. And then it was like, posted podcast. I think who hit me up? You hit me up first, right?
yeah, because you know
something,
why?
yeah.
You know why I hit you up?
Yeah.
Because of the Donald thing. Because I was,
Oh,
and the reason
okay.
being, okay, I know it's a bit messed up, but why I messaged you was because I was like realizing you do videos for food, and I was like, I never ever saw you. This was like my first
Yeah.
time. I followed you on Instagram,
Yeah.
right? And I think then you followed me. You may have
Yeah.
followed me before, but I didn't realize. Yeah, I came in for my restaurant. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I gotta hit my restaurant. I gotta promote it, right? Because right now in the restaurant business, I'm handling the catering side
Okay.
of the restaurant. I'm trying to get more catering for the restaurant. So if you guys have like 50, 100 people, you guys have like meetings or work, whatever, or like this podcast, right? Let's say afterwards we're gonna have food with the whole staff members here. Then we can provide that for you guys. It's just an example I'm stating. So a little plug-in, Shala Muse. It's gonna be somewhere here. I don't know. He'll put it up. His editor. You have an editor?
No, I am the editor.
Oh, you are the
I
editor.
have my own team.
Yeah, his own team. See, he's doing well, man. Like, honestly, he's
Yeah.
gonna go places, guys. So don't hate on him. I'm gonna support him, man. Fuck this.
Yeah, but wait, impression of you before I
Yeah.
met Anas
Apologies.
was that he's an idiot. No one likes him. No one cared. This was actually I only knew you after your 2020 thing, actually 2023 thing.
Yeah, that's understandable.
So I didn't see your mass account or whatever you called it, but then I was like, okay. Then you hit me up saying, bro, let me hop on your podcast, G or something. And I was like, then I saw the message first. Then I actually told my best friend, and he was like, and I was like, bro, do you know who he is? You know? And he was like, yeah, bro. He's like the most. He's like he thinks he's the top G or whatever like that and all that. And I'm like, bro, what do you mean by that? And I was like, he's an idiot again, an idiot. so then I was like, man, okay. Then I texted saying, fuck it, yeah, bro, hop on. Why? First of all,
And here we are, guys.
I had my own opinion. And I told myself, he might be the most controversial guest on my show or whatever.
Controversial.
Like, he might be the most controversial, the most like no one from. Like, when this comes up, people will be saying, "Bro, why is he on your podcast?" Blah, blah, blah.
Bro, it's gonna be a lot of fucking hate, bro. Yeah, I'm telling you, you gotta be prepared. I'm prepared for whatever's
I've
coming.
been through so much hate before.
We gotta prepare.
We gotta
anything.
prepare.
Okay,
anything.
when anything
Yeah.
comes by where your life's at risk or whatever, like some shit happens,
Yeah.
come to me. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I don't want you to get fucked by these fuckers because they're crazy.
So like, then I was like, nah, we're getting him on the podcast. Why? My podcast talks about any people, from people who are the most nicest to even at that point I thought about you being like the like no one would like you. So then I was like, you know what? Doesn't matter. Get on my podcast. You know why? Because we need to know people's perspectives. I need to talk to people, and I need to learn myself, right? From people like you to people that my popular kids. I do have some well-known kids that say on my podcast, and like I'm getting different
Yeah, you had
perspectives.
Umar Khan. He's
Yeah,
he's interesting in KL when it comes to KL kids and stuff.
I have all these people. I don't care who you are, okay? I don't care about KL shit, whatever. I want to know what you guys think about certain stuff. That's all. So then, okay, and I was like, oh my god, he's gonna come today. Then I was like, yo, I didn't know this guy was gonna. I didn't know you were gonna be like this. I thought you were gonna be more of like, yo, what the fuck, man, like, nah, and then all of this and that. But nah, you're genuine, bro. You're a genuine person.
I
Why?
appreciate
Because no one. The problem is to all the people that I don't know if some of the people here.
I didn't know how I was gonna put myself as like, because I had two options: put up the sunglasses
Yeah.
and like talk about this, but in a more controversial way or in a relaxed way. Then I was like, after seeing you, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna be relaxed. I'm gonna just be chill, right?
Chill.
Right.
He's
But
just a chill
the
guy.
next podcast is gonna be interesting because let's see how this goes.
Yeah.
But
Hey, bro,
possibly,
surely the next podcast-
possibly co-host, guys. Possibly.
I hope when you come the next time,
Yeah.
I will be having sponsors. I just hope one time.
Oh yeah, I have something for you. I'll talk to you about it.
Sure. Anyways, that was a really good conversation. I'm just worried that the time has gone by so fast.
What's the
But
time? Can we check?
It's 5:37. But let's just close this off, right? So
Oh,
this
shit.
has been such an important conversation. But before we wrap up, Anas, do you have any final words for anyone out there?
Okay. Yeah. Actually, I might. Just 1 second. I did have something on my notes. I think I had it saved. 1 second, guys.
Hope everyone enjoyed this.
Okay. You know what? Fine. I'm just gonna put it off my mind. I had something prepared, but fine. Guys, as much as everyone sees that I'm controversial, I do it as a character. I get it. It's fun and all. But reality of things is just have fun, guys. But make sure you're disciplined. Make sure you're doing the things you have to. Make sure you're keeping yourself mentally strong, physically strong, and spiritually strong. These are the three things I wanted to talk about, but these are three things that everyone should be right. Mentally, we've talked about it previously. Spiritually, I mean like God, faith, right? All that. And physically, go gym, exercise, all these things, right? You need to be able to do these things. When you're able to complete all these three things positively, then you're able to do things in a very then you're able to do a lot of things in your life. You're able to grow, be better, right? It's all about growing, being better, and becoming the best person you could possibly be. Because you know what? There is no competition. The only competition there is yourself. You are the only competition to yourself. You need to get out. You need to be able to identify the problem and get out of that. I lost the word, but guys,
get out of the box, right?
Yeah, get out the box. That's the word. Yeah. So it was nice. It was very nice. I really appreciate him. Very great host.
Thank you.
It was amazing. Yeah.
I mean, love that. Love your energy. And to everyone listening, just remember your growth is a journey, not a straight line. But keep going, keep learning, and keep pushing forward. If this episode resonated with you, make sure to share it with someone who might need to hear it. Or Anas will be there, I'm sure.
Yeah,
you
guys,
can
I'm
hit
more
him
than
up.
happy to help anyone
Thanks
out.
for listening. And we'll see you next time on Faruka TV Podcast. Peace.